fingerpicking songs have your right hand move into what I would call a shifted position. That's where your first three fingers are not lined up with the first three strings. So we'll talk a little bit today about some of the shifted patterns that happen in lots of songs. So aside from having your hand in home position, which has got your top three fingers on the first your three fingers on the top three strings like this, and they pretty much stay assigned to those strings and your thumb covering the three bass strings, there are times when you have to move into a shifted position. If the bass note for a chord is on the fourth string, the bass notes are now going to become the fourth and third string. So now your thumb's going to cover these two strings, and now we don't need three fingers, we only need two. So your middle finger will take the first string and your first finger will take the second string. This is the way you would play most D chords, or any chord really that has the root at the time or the bass note on the fourth string. We'll get more into that. Hopefully you found that other stuff here. Anyway, so a picking pattern for the D chord would look like this. I'm going with see, my second finger is playing the first string, my first finger will play the second string, and my thumb's going to be alternating back and forth between these two. A song that has a good example of this type of pattern is Brain Damage. So look up our Pink Floyd section and find Brain Damage, because what we're doing there is playing in this shifted position and then going to a G7 chord and back into home position. And that means I'm going to have my third finger back on the first string. So again, in Brain Damage, we're alternating between the shifted position, which is two fingers on just strings 1 and 2, into a G7 chord back into home position where I've got three fingers on strings 1, 2, and 3. There are other songs that use a shift where these three fingers might move down a string. That happens in things like Classical Gas. Right now, I need to use my index finger on the fourth string and my middle finger on the third string. And then I go right back into home position and back into a different shifted position. So anyway, that's in the more advanced sections, but anyway, a shifted position means you're not in home position. Home is when these three are on these three strings, if they move either higher for a D chord or lower because you need to use your index finger on the fourth string and who knows, even occasionally on the fifth string, we would consider those shifted positions.